Hey, everyone. Happy Monday. We are going to talk about something totally wild today. We are going to talk about how you can care for more clients, work less hours, and make more money. A crazy concept, I know, and you're probably listening being like, that makes no sense to me. But I am going to break it down for you. Care for more clients, have more time, right? Time freedom. Make more money. So more clients, work less, more money. Bouncing around a little bit. So think about what you have done in the past or what you're doing to try to care for more clients. And I think that is ultimately what we set out to do, right? We set out to get as many clients as we want to. Ooh, that was too bright. Trying to fix the lighting here. Getting a glare. I have so many windows right in front of me with no curtains. So not only do my neighbors walk by and see everything that I'm doing, but the lighting's horrible. The natural lighting, I should say. All right. So what are we doing? What have we done in the past? What are we currently doing to care for more clients? So, we keep taking more trainings. We think if we add one more thing, we're going to care for more clients. We do that because we ultimately want to be available for whatever everybody needs, right? So you need postpartum care, I can do it. Birth doula care, I can do it. Placenta encapsulation, talk to me. You need a childbirth ed class, I can do that too. And while that is like phenomenal, because I definitely have taken every training under the sun, you can't keep adding the things that require you to give more of your time. You can't keep adding things that, are in-person, hands-on, because how many hours of the day are we actually working? And what happens is you end up just scheduling one more thing. Let me just fit that in. Poof, there goes your boundaries. But also you find yourself spread so thin, you find yourself wiped out, burnt out, and then you end up not loving any of it. You kind of feel this sort of resentment against, your business and your clients because it takes away so much from other things in your life. And I think for me, wanting to do all of those things early on, starting an agency kind of, it helped me like diversify those things, like delegate some of those things. Like I definitely wanted a client to call, and if they needed any classes, childbirth ed, postpartum, prep, newborn care, lactation, pumping and going back to work. I mean, all the things. I wanted to do all of those things. If they needed a birth doula, a postpartum doula, if they needed just, a lactation, session at their house. I wanted to say yes to all of it, but clearly not wanting to do all of that myself. So with my agency, I intentionally built a team of people who could do all those things. So we are still this one-stop shop. Hip to Heart still is a one-stop shop, but it's not me doing all the things. I have exceptional contractors on, who work with us that can do all of these things. So I was really smart about still being that one-stop shop, but ultimately, having other people with those skills and that expertise on, the team with us. And another reason why it doesn't work, it's not just that you're spread so thin and that you end up working so many more hours. Your marketing is confusing. What are you marketing yourself as? Are you, talking to people who need a birth doula? Are you talking to people who need postpartum care? Are you specializing in lactation? What becomes sort of, the focus of your marketing? It ends up being all over the place, and that's confusing to someone. When someone asks, what do you do? Or what does your business do? And then you list off 55 things, it's confusing to them. They don't know if they need you because they don't need all those things. What's your specialty? What are you good at? Or are you just giving 25% to 4 things, or can you still give 100% to the thing that they're looking for? And that's really difficult, right? We want to be good at everything, but we can't do everything all the time for every client because we're spread thin and because it makes marketing very confusing. And you also, if we're talking about the marketing piece and we're talking about social media, what are you posting about? What are you an expert at? What are you focusing on? What do you want to be known as, right? I think the purpose of marketing and networking and social media are to put you in the spotlight as, an expert in something, the only person that, you would want caring for you for this specific thing. In that way, you become memorable and you become notable in that specific thing. But if it's 100 things, what are you throwing up on social media? What are you putting out there? What are your lives about? What are your emails about? They can't be about all the things. So I think, when we want to be the one-stop shop, it's a little bit counterintuitive to think about streamlining into less things. I think picking one or two main things that you do as a doula, and gearing your marketing, gearing, all the things that you speak about to those one or two things is really smart. And if you do, add one more thing in there, right? You don't want those three things as part of your business to be all things that are in person, all things that require a lot of time, because then we're back at square one, right? We are trying to be this one-stop shop. We're trying to do all the things, but we're spreading ourselves so thin. So you have to find a sweet spot of offers or, services or care that some are in-person hands-on, some can be virtual, some can possibly be digital. I right now am the owner, CEO, manager, all the things of Hip to Heart, which is a birth and postpartum doula agency. We do placenta encapsulation, we do lactation support, we do a variety of classes, obviously not all me, but my time is taken up in like the bigger role, right? So I overlook the finances, I do like the scheduling, I talk to all the clients first. So those are things, some that I have to be somewhere at a specific time, but most of it I can do odd hours, I can do on my phone, I can do it on my computer. I mean, I really can do it on, my iPad. I can do it while my kids are at gymnastics because now they're both at gymnastics, a mix of 5 days a week. So, I run my business a lot of different places, but I run it in an organized way. I run it in a very systematic way. I run it in a way that it still grows. It still continues to be successful and it still continues to generate revenue from multiple different places. Aside from the agency, I'm a Kappa trainer for postpartum doula and lactation educator. And those are in person and those are virtual. So those are very specific times and days. And not only the training piece, but the time that I'm putting into it on my own time. I also have digital courses that I teach, or some of them are virtual and some of them are digital and some of them are a mix of both. So there's a live component where I have to be somewhere. So that takes up my time, but there's also virtual and digital pieces that are also self-paced for both. So I have this beautiful mix of all the things that keep me busy, keep my business growing, keep my revenue, growing as well, but also serve my community. So I'm like consistently growing the number of clients, whether it be birth professionals or our, new parent clients, our perinatal clients, because some of our services are digital and virtual. So that is continuously growing. I'm benefiting, obviously, myself. I have more time for my kids. I have more financial freedom. I'm benefiting the doulas in my community that work with us, right? They might not be getting a full paycheck if they weren't working with me. And then obviously we are able to give, charitably and volunteer more because we have more full paying clients. So the counterintuitive thing would be to streamline that business instead of continuously adding things. That way you can focus on a few things that you are exceptional at and that you can deliver on, but making sure they're not all hands-on hourly things because we can't do all those, right? We are spread too thin with those things. And you want to be very intentional about what you're offering and what the division of time looks like. Especially in the summer, this has been a topic of conversation. If you have kids, they're home more or they're at camp and you're driving them here and there. They want to do a lot more with their friends that are home. It's nice out. So being inside feels there's much more of a pull to be outside. So the summer I find is much more difficult to divide my time in a way that I'm still able to get all the things done. I personally love to work like 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. That is my time where obviously everyone's sleeping. There's no camp. There's no nothing. And also it works for me because that's the time that I talk to all my doulas. That's the time where I ask questions. They ask me questions. We do all the scheduling because they're up doing overnights and I'm up just because I'm a night owl. So it like literally works perfectly. That is my division of time and it works for everyone. I have said this 100 times. You want your business to work perfectly for you, whatever stage of life you're in, whatever season it is. And I don't always mean like, is it spring, fall, summer, whatever season of life you are in. It's important. It's important for your business to work for you, not just for you to work for your business, right? The other way around. It has to fit you perfectly, whatever else is happening. And if that means you have to step away, right? You want to set yourself up for things to run without you. If you have to step away for a minute or a month or however long, you should set your business up where it continues to grow and continues to run without you, whether that means an agency, whether that means relying on, digital courses and the passive income piece, whether it means just having a solid group to back you up if you need that kind of backup. And you want to keep in mind too, when we talk about passive income, it's not always like just simply passive income. When you are creating things like digital courses, there's the creation piece. And once that's done, you're like, you have to market it. You have to sell it. You have to nurture that audience, right? You have to still educate them and you still have to do some hand holding. You still have to launch it periodically. And maybe it's a course that's evergreen and it's completely self-paced, so it's out there and people are buying it. And if that works for your cash flow, if you like bits and pieces, that's great. If you are launching at certain times of, the year where you like more cash flow in those specific times, then that's a little bit more work because there's a lot that goes into each launch process. And if it's evergreen, it doesn't mean that it can just go on its own. You still have to talk about it. You still have to market it. You still have to network with people. You should have affiliates for it. So passive is not always just simply passive, but there is something wonderful about having those kind of things that are already done and you don't have to put more money into it and a lot more time into it, and you're able to have sales coming in. You're able to have revenue coming in. It also allows you to educate, to care for, to support many, many more people. And that comes into play when I talk about caring for more clients, right? If you're an agency owner, or if you want to be an agency owner, think about the team of people that will support your business that are out caring for clients. If it's just you care for 1, 2, maybe 3 clients, at a time. In our agency, we can care for 40 clients at a time, whether they're birth or postpartum or lactation, or we're just doing classes, whatever we're doing, we're caring for a much larger community than I would be if it was just me as a solo business. And I was a solo business for a long time. And that's one of the reasons why I love talking about this, because if you're going to learn from someone, if you're going to have someone as a coach or as a mentor, let it be someone who has been there, done that, and done it successfully. I have been a solo doula. I have started to add on all these other things that required my time. I realized that was ridiculous because I didn't like spending, more time and bending my boundaries and saying yes to more things, because obviously if I just took a new training and I had a new skill, I wanted to utilize it. And if people were asking for it, there's no way I could say no, right? So I've been there and I felt the burnout. And I took a step back and I, did some brainstorming and I did some creating and I shifted my business and ultimately into an agency that is now continuously growing. I have many offers that are scalable. We are very successful. And I think to myself, when you ask the question, can you have everything you want in your doula business? Can it be the perfect business for you? Yes, it can. It is yours for the taking. You just have to figure out what A, feels perfect for you, and B, the logistics of building that foundation to grow your business. And again, I think, an agency model, it benefits so many people. It also benefits you in the way you have time to step back, time to be creative, time to grow your business. And, you know, can a doula, whether it's a solo doula or a doula agency, make, you know, 6 figures? Absolutely. Can you make multiple 6 figures as a doula or a doula business owner? Hell yes, you can. And if anyone tells you you can't, prove them wrong, right? I am telling you, you can. I have gone from making $25 an hour to taking 1 or 2 clients, you know, at a time to a multi 6-figure business. It's not easy. I'm not saying that it's, you know, snap your fingers and you're doing it. It takes a lot of time. It definitely takes some, you know, monetary investment. It takes help from other people. I have a business coach. I have had other people helping me along the way. I'm getting better at delegating. Obviously, I rely heavily on my team of doulas, right? But it's a perfect mix to continue to serve our community. And it also serves me well. I have, you know, the time freedom and the financial freedom that I talk about all the time. But whether it's an agency, whether you're adding on virtual offers or digital courses, or you are, you know, doing other things in your business that don't require your 2 hands and time, there's multiple different ways to grow your business and have it fit your lifestyle perfectly. And also reach that financial, that number that you want to reach, whether it's, you know, monthly or annually or whatever. It's all possible. You just have to do it. You have to invest that initial amount of time. You have to invest that initial amount of money, which, you know, if you are investing in transitioning your business into an agency, the return on that investment comes quick. Because once you are up and running, once you have your systems, you know, once you are organized and you have your team and you have everything that you need, the building piece, you know, moves fast. And, you know, all of the people that are taking my agency masterclass, they will tell you they were shocked. And even though I told them, they were shocked at how things fell into place so quickly and how their business started growing, you know, so quickly. And it just, it's the things that you think about in your off time and the things that you dream about, the way you want your business to be, you absolutely can have everything you want. Whether it's in your business or in your life as a result of the way you built your business, it is there. It is yours for the taking. You just have to go get it, basically. All right, you guys, I am off. Kids need to get picked up, need to go get some stuff for dinner, put the towels in the dryer. So I will leave you here. If you have questions, if you want to continue this conversation, I am always available. Shoot me a DM, shoot me an email. But don't let these opportunities pass you by. Don't sit and think about, should I? Yes, you should. If you want to grow your business, if you want to scale your business, if you want more time, you know, for yourself to be creative and grow your business, if you want more money in your bank account, don't sit and think about it. Do it. Take action. If it's an agency that you're looking to build, we have the next cohort of the agency masterclass. It starts in August. Apply. It is definitely not for everyone. I will tell you that. Send in your application, fill it out. Let me look it over. Let's have a conversation and do it. Don't wait. There's a cost for sitting and not doing this now. It's costing you time and it's ultimately costing you money because, like I said, it's all out there for the taking and you just have to take it. Have a wonderful rest of your day, guys.